Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss SQL versus NoSQL. So let me tell you, there are two kinds of database in the world. One is relational database and another one is non-relational database. We called relational database as SQL database and we called non-relational database as NoSQL database. So let's discuss. Never stop learning with Sandip Bhuva. Let me tell you what we will discuss. First of all, we will discuss what is SQL. Then we will discuss what is NoSQL. And once we have a fair idea about SQL and NoSQL, then finally we will discuss SQL versus NoSQL. So question is, what is SQL? SQL database is like your phone book or address book, which is very structured and well defined. While NoSQL database is like your Facebook likes or online shopping cart, which doesn't have defined format. In formal terms, SQL is structure query language. Means it is a language which earlier used to SQL, means structure English query language, and it was developed by IBM Corporation in 1970. Then SQL become SQL in 1979, but still most of the people pronounce it as SQL and not SQL. This is sample structure of SQL database. Here we can call it row 1, row 2, row 3. This is column 1, column 2, column 3. This is a defined structure of table. So relationship between tables and fields called schema. Now let's look at simple syntax of SQL. This is simple syntax of SQL. SQL is a language to access the data from your database by writing some kind of defined syntax. We can call this syntax statement a query. So select employee name from employee is a query to select the data from the database. Here select and from in red color are keywords, and here employee name is a field of employee table which we need to select from the database. As we discussed, relationship between tables and fields called schema, that is predefined. And similarly, you can perform various tasks on different tables in your database. I will show you. Like you can insert the data in your table, you can update the data of your table, you can delete the data from your table. Let me tell you, there are so many SQL databases which are currently popular, like MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, and PostgreSQL. Now let me tell you what is NoSQL. Actually, NoSQL is a database which is not having structured relation. It is also called Not-Only-SQL database. There are four types of structure which are available in NoSQL database. First is document based, second graph based, third is key value pair based, and last is wide column based data structure. So you can use either of these structures as per your database requirements and as per your data. Let's discuss one simple example of document based NoSQL database. Here you can see one particular data having department, employee ID, employee name, joining date. In second document hierarchy, you may find here employee ID, employee name. As you can see, these are key value pair in NoSQL database. In short, NoSQL database doesn't have any structured schema. It can expand very easily horizontally. You can add multiple columns and there is no restriction like SQL based table. Now let's look at some of the popular NoSQL databases. First is MongoDB, then Apache HBase, then Amazon DynamoDB. These are currently popular NoSQL databases. Now let's discuss SQL versus NoSQL database. and I will tell you when to use SQL database and when to use NoSQL database. So when your data is structured and you have predefined schema, then you can use SQL, while NoSQL having dynamic schema. Now let's move to second point. When you have data in tabular format, then you can use SQL database, while you have your data in document based, graph based, key value based and wide column based data, then you should use NoSQL. Next point is, while you want to query on relational data, then you should go for the SQL database. As compared to SQL, NoSQL provide you the flexibility to query on massive data. Next point is, when you want to enforce the constraint on your data, then you should use SQL database. When you don't need a constraint, then you can go for NoSQL. Last point is, when you need vertical scalability, then you can go for SQL, while NoSQL provide you the flexibility for horizontal scalability. I hope you liked this video and you gained new knowledge out of this. So please share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get such useful technical videos. Please like and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notification. Thank you for watching.